I hope you've been spending some time working on some 2-5-1 ideas of your own in different keys, but in this session I'd like to continue our studies on the modes of the major scale. Today I'd like to introduce you to the 6th mode of the major scale. As normal, let's continue to base our learning around the modes of the C major scale. So we'll be building this new mode only using the notes found in a C major scale. Okay, as with all modes, the 6th mode of the major scale has a Greek name and is referred to in the world of music theory as the Aeolian Mode. However, it's worth noting that the Aeolian Mode is also known as the natural minor scale, but more about this later. As the Aeolian Mode is what's known as the 6th mode of the major scale, all we have to do to construct it is start from the 6th note, which in the key of C major is an A. So, starting on an A and only using the available notes from a C major scale, the notes of an Aeolian mode are as follows: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and back to A. Due to the fact that we started this Aeolian mode on an A, we'd simply name this mode A Aeolian. So, to help you fit a few more pieces of music theory together, the 6th mode of the C major scale is called A Aeolian. I hope you can see that if we are in the key of E major, for example, the 6th mode of the E major scale would be C sharp Aeolian. So, let's apply these notes onto the fingerboard to spell out the Aeolian mode. As you copy my fingering for this new mode, notice how similar the Aeolian mode is to the Dorian mode. Okay, so here's our root note A played on the E string, and fret this using the index finger. From here, continue on the same string to play the notes of B and C like this. Moving up a string, repeat the same fingering again to play the notes D, E and F. And this mode finishes up another string by playing the notes of G and A. So in sequence we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G and A. Okay, to get the fingering of A Aeolian under your fingers, let's play it along with the metronome. This time, here's the musical notation of what we're going to play. And as you can see, we're going to repeat A Aeolian up and down 3 times. Okay, ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, by playing the Aeolian mode using this shape, hopefully you've noticed that it's only one note different from the Dorian mode. I mean, here's A Dorian, and here's A Aeolian. So looking at the two shapes side by side, we can clearly see that it's the 6th note that changes in each case. Okay, in a Dorian mode, the 6th note in music theory is referred to as a major 6th, and the 6th note in an Aeolian mode is described as a minor 6th. In other words, this 6th note just becomes flattened or moved down by 1 fret. So, to turn a Dorian mode into Aeolian, well, all we do is flatten the 6th note. Simple. Okay. As always, it's good discipline to learn another way or shape to play any mode. So this time we're going to change where we play the C, which is the 3rd note in the sequence, and the F, which is the 6th note. Okay, here's the new notation. Now, the stave is exactly the same, as unsurprisingly we're playing the same notes, but if you look at the tab, you'll see that this time the C is played on the A string like this, and the F is played on the D string here like this. So now this new shape goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and back to A. Okay, let's try this new shape for A Aeolian along with the metronome 3 times. Again, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As always, it's important to find and explore other ways of spelling out A Aeolian across the fingerboard. Remember that we're only using the notes from a C major scale to construct this new mode, so by finding these notes you can easily create A Aeolian elsewhere on the neck. And as always, it's important to get used to playing any mode and scale through and beyond a 1 octave range. As we've done with the previous modes, let's look at playing A Aeolian while skipping in thirds. For this example, I'm going to use the first shape we learnt to play the mode. Here's what this exercise looks like written down, and follow this as I show you the pattern of notes. So here's the sequence of notes slowly on the way up. A to C, B to D, C to E, D to F, E to G, F to A, and rounding things off musically by going G, B, A. And going back down we'd have A, F, G, E, F, D, E, C, D, B, C, A, and finishing with B, G, A. If you need to, take some time to get this sequence under your fingers, and when you feel ready, we'll play it along with the metronome. So let's skip in thirds up and down the A Aeolian mode twice, and remember to use good technique as you play. Ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you move on to the next session, I'd really like you to spend some time working with the Aeolian mode. Why not develop some exercises for yourself using this mode that really test and improve your technique? With this kind of approach, you're actually beginning to tailor-make your practice to focus on any weaker aspects of your playing, and that can only be a good thing. Today we've looked at A Aeolian, which is from C major, but have a go at creating the Aeolian mode from any of the other major scales. As always, be creative and have a go at making some musical ideas using this mode. I'll see you next time.